Hello, YouTubers. The new time travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review. And yes, we're still celebrating Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. So today I'm doing another Doctor Who DVD review. The one that I forgot to show in my Peter Davison month. That is in June. This time I'm going to do Doctor Who Snakedance. Ah, yes. This is very good story. Well directed. Very good story writing. Fantastic. It's a classic. This 4-part story originally transmitted on January 18th and the 19th, 25th to the 26th, 1983. Twice weekly. And this is Martin Clume's first television appearances. The story begins the arrival of TARDIS on Medusa, formerly homeworld to both the Medusans Empire and Sumerian Empire. Triggers nightmare in Tegan, who dreams of a snake-shaped cave mouth. It is evident to the Fifth Doctor that means that the Mara is resisting itself on her mind following the possession by the entirely while on the Kinda planet on Diva Loca. He attempts to calm her by talking her and Nissa in a search in a cave, but Tegan is too scared to enter. When they find it, it runs away alone and confused. Tegan lapses under control of the Mara once more, revealing in horror and destruction. Embelling of the snake soon returns to her arm. Medusa is a grip of festival of celebration of the banishment of the Mara from civilization 500 years earlier, and the absence of the Federator, who rules over 3-planet Federation in his adolescent son Laon, is to have major role in the celebration, supported by his mother, the Lady Tanha, and the archaeologist Ambril, who is an expert in the Sumerian period. Laon is intrigued with the notion that the Mara might be one day returned as prophesied, but Ambril is unconvinced and believes such talk as the product of cranks when the Doctor tries to get Ambril to take threat seriously. He is too dismissed as a maverick, although the young deputy curator Chila is more sympathetic to take the Doctor and gives him a small blue crystal called the Little Mind Eye, which is used by the Snakedance, a mysterious cult in the ceremony to repel Amara. The Doctor realized the small crystal and its large counterpart, the Great Mind's Eye, can be used as a focus point for mental energy, and it can turn into matter. This, he determines, is how the Mara will transfer from Tegan's mind to corporal existence. He realized that the Manusans must once have believed a very advanced people who could use molecular engineering in zero-gravity environment. They created a great mind's eye without realizing its full potential, and the crystal drew the fear, hatred, and evil from their minds, amplified it, and feeds back to them. Thus, the Mara was born into Medusa, and the reign of the Sumerian Empire begins. Meanwhile, Tegan made contact with Lao and passed the snake mark of the Mara to him too. They visit the cave from Tegan's dream, which contains a wall pattern which could accommodate the great crystal. Laon is sent back to the palace when she caused more havoc and takes control of a soulsman, Dongdale, who used for her pleasure. Lao, meanwhile, covers his arms and goes about pursue Ambrose, who used the great crystal in the ceremony, placing the possession on the wall, carrying wool that evidently enables the Mara return. As the doctor proceeds to persuade him to comply, Ambrose is shown a secret cave of a Sumerian archaeological treasures. He warned that he will be all be destroyed if he does not help him. Ambrose thus agrees to change in front. The doctor and Nissa have meanwhile been aided by Chila, who shares with them the journal of Dorjian, a snake dancer who's Ambrose's predecessor. All three venture to the palace to persuade the authorities to do something about the situation, but soon sees Law is in the grip of the Mara and orchestrating a very dangerous situation. All three escape, and the doctor now uses the little mind eye to contact Dojin, who lives in the sandy dunes beyond the city. They venture there, and the doctor communes with Dojin by opening his mind after being bitten by a poisonous snake. He is told by the wise old snake dancer that the Mara may be defeated by finding a still point in mind. All three head back to the city to prevent the ceremony of defeating. Amara used a real great crystal. The festivities are now at the peak, where the procession takes place, which accumulates in the ceremony at the cave. Laon plays the role of the ancestor federator in ejecting the Mara. After a series of viable challenge, he sees the real great crystal when placed in an appropriate place on the wall. Tegan and Doggin on the right, and she displays a Mara mark on her arm, which now becomes the flesh of having fed on her in Duggan's mind. With the crystals in place, Mara is able to create itself, the cave, becoming a vast and a deadly snake. However, the doctor arrives in time and refuses to look at the snake or recognize its evil, realizing instead he finds the mental commune with Dojin via the little mind eye. The residents interrupt on the manifest of the Mara, and the free slaves are free. The snake itself dies and rots. The doctor confronts a distraught Tegan, sure that the Mara has been destroyed. Okay, so let me give you guys my thoughts of the story Snakedance. Very good, strong performances, and it's got a little bit scary, but I find that story fantastic. So it's also one of my favorite Peter Davison stories. This gets a 10 out of 10. Okay, let's take a look at the DVD covers. Here's the Fifth Doctor. Here's Laon. Tegan gets possessed. The Mara. And this is the old lady. Peter Davison years 1982 to 1984. Here's the spine, the 2 Entertain logo. The back, story 125. Here's some still pictures. In the audio DVD extras, we have audio commentary by actors Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, and Sarah Sutton. Snake Charmer with director Fiona Cumming. Writer Christopher Barry. In-studio deleted scenes, Saturday Superstore, isolated music, full of galleries. And here's the disc for Snakedance. I didn't know Fiona Cumming directed it. So she did direct The Massacre, The Highlanders, The Mutants, Cassavalva, This Story, Enlightenment, and Planet of Fire. When this story aired on YTV in 1993, certain edits has been made because it's deemed too violent. Oh boy. But don't worry, PBS have kept it. Anyway, that's it for this story. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.